What's good, you YouTubers? NeoNexudus here. It's been a while. I'm back with a delivery from Chaos Cards. This is 3 copies of the DDD structure deck, Pendulum, Domination. Quick recap. Yeah, I haven't recorded anything in a while due to lack of motivation. Work really sort of picked up around Christmas time as well, which made me value my time off a little bit more than usual and wanted to do other things. And in recent news, I broke my wrist in 3 different places. So that's always fun. So please bear with me as I try to do these openings as best as I can, to the best of my ability, given the circumstances. So yeah, let's get this box open, shall we? So yeah, we're going to have fun with DDDs for a whole, I don't know, 2-3 weeks before Zodiacs come out. Which is a little bit depressing, because I think this structure deck, as a lot of people have been saying, has come out a bit late. You know, this should have come out last year when we got the Dragon structure deck. Yes, Return of the Dragon Lords was a nice card to get. And without it, I doubt Blue Eyes would have been one of the big meta decks that they became. Although, don't get me wrong, they still had a lot of consistency and stuff. I just don't believe that they would have been as good, if you know what I mean. So now we're finally getting this deck a bit late, because although if you open first and open like really good, you can make some pretty nutty boards. Siegfried, number 86, Hope Harbinger, I think it's 86. Hope Harbinger, Titanic Galaxy. And this is proving a lot more difficult than I thought. Along with Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. So, like, you end on that board, and it's pretty good. But, like, if your plays get interrupted with things like Ghost Ogre, you get Maxeed, and things like that, yeah, you're going to have a bit of a tough time. Which, I know the cards existed back then, but especially in a format where, you know, you have 1 card Mole Marats, well, 1 card exceeds like Mole Marat, and they just make like stupidly big boards off of 1 card, you know, Terratop into Tuckaton Borg, into Invoker, into fucking Mole Marat, and overlays, and special summons, and Drancias, and etc. Right, join me in a second when I get this fucker open. And I'm back. Sorry about that. It only took me a few seconds just of intense concentration to get that box open. But yeah, so here we got the Pendulum Domination structure deck. Unfortunately, like most other structure decks that we have, it's not pick up 3 of this and you got a deck, really, because it's missing a lot of cards. It's missing like your Salvant Thomas, your Swell Slime, your Necro Slime, and like your Gengises and all things like that. Obviously, extra deck cards have always been a thing for structure decks, and probably the best one to pick up if you wanted a fully playable, viable deck was probably the Hero one. You really didn't need to add much to that, because it kind of gave you everything. But with this one, you need quite a bit. But none of it's really expensive. Most of it's commons and rares and tin promos. So yeah. So I'm going to give a quick peek on the back there, if you can see any of that stuff. Pause the video, whatever. Alright, let's get it open. Just ripping it off and tearing it open with a new one. Now obviously this is a lot more tricky one-handed, so I have to keep my wrist quite still in order for it to heal properly, which is a bit of a shitter, because you really don't realise how much you moved your wrist until you can't move it. Right, so we've got our little guide here with the really awesome looking pattern paper mats. Like, I really like these paper mats that they do, and I'd love to get them in sort of like rubberized form. I'm not sure if you guys can really see that. Throw those over to one side and clean the deck. So if we can get the lovely paper mat. to fold out and give us a good spread of what it looks like when it wants to straighten out. Look at that. I think that's really cool. I love that. You got Siegfried over here. You got one of the new guys. You got Beowulf. I forget Copernicus and one of the other things. I can't remember the names of them. Like, they're all named after either really big scientific guys or conquerors, like Genghis Khan being the fusion level 6 guy whose name currently escapes me. You got Oracle King Diarch, which is supposedly off Joan of Arc. I'm not sure if she was exactly a conqueror, but like these sort of big historical names. So yeah, that's that. And then on the back here, oh, that's it, Flanking Genghis. It tells you about Kefla and interactions with certain cards. Lamia, this is a card that we've been waiting on for quite a while to make Gus King Alexander. So if you guys don't like all this bit, just I'll probably leave a time index in the description for you to skip all this. It tells you about like Pot of Desires in this deck. I really don't like Pot of Desires. Like, I don't own them. They're about 50 quid each. So it's £150 just to get 3 cards, which is kind of a lot, in my opinion. But yeah, it just tells you all the different interactions and where you pick up pieces and all things like that. So obviously some new cards we're getting are Siegfried, Beowulf, Lamia, Copernicus, and that little wolf guy. And they're pretty much the only ones that really matter. Like, we're only after a certain few cards in there. So let's open this little thing up. And I'll bring you a DD deck profile once I've put it together. So obviously I'm not going to be able to, you know, do the regular, so I'm just going to zoom in a little bit more. Ooh, just a little bit. Ooh, just a little bit more. Okay, so we got DDD Chaos King Apocalypse, Beowulf, Orthos, that's what I was trying to think of. Lamia, she looks quite nice as a super rare. DD King's what was it? Cursed King Siegfried. Now, he's a super rare. I reckon they should have swapped it around and we should have had King Armageddon here as a super and had Siegfried as an ultra, because he is a rather crucial card and is very good. I mean, 28 beat stick, and he negates a spell or trap card on the field during either player's turn. So you chain that to any spell trap your opponent plays, as long as it's not a counter trap, obviously, or a spell speed 4, things like Super Poly, and he can negate it. DD Servant, what do you call yourself? Newton, so Sir Isaac Newton. Copernicus, DD Doom King Armageddon, DD Cerberus, DD Lilith. Yeah, DD Lilith. So we're allowed DD Lilith, right? But was it Infernoid Lilith gets changed to Inferno Deviati? I don't know. DD, what's this? Night Howl, Salvant Galele, or whatever it's called. Kefla, your sort of Stratos of the deck. Armageddon, that's actually a pretty good reprint. What are you called? Supreme King Caesar. Proud Ogre. Proud Chevalier. Dark Arm Dragon, nice little reprint as well. Dark Grepher, really good reprint. And Armageddon Knight, another good reprint. Trans Archfiend, yes, not so much. Like, no one really uses it, I suppose. Career Bandit as a common, I think that's already come out as a common somewhere. Stuggan Street Patrol, that's a pretty good reprint, considering I think it was only like a tin super and obviously Secret and Drev. Then we got Stygian Security as well. Then we got Dark Contract with the Yummy Makai, which apparently allows you to get like pendulum scales back or something. Once a turn, just double phase, 6,000 damage. You can only use one of the following effects, Yummy Makai, once per turn. During your main phase, target DD pendulum monster in your graveyard, place it in your pendulum zone. During your main phase, you can place one face up DD pendulum monster in your extra deck in your pendulum zone. I mean, that's alright. It's not amazing. Like, it can sort of pay for itself, if you like. Dark Contract with the Gate, sorry. This is your main card, sort of like your rotor. This is your fusion spell. A fusion spell that can allow you to fuse from hand, field, and graveyard, which is really, really cool. This is a pile of shit. Don't run this. Foolish Burial, nice card. 1-for-1, nice card. Allure of Darkness, another great reprint. Like, it hasn't had a common print in ages. Well, it had obviously the what do you call them? Official tournament pack ones, the OP pack commons, but like they were a little bit pricey. And then the price dropped when the Destiny Soldier Super came out, but then the Destiny Soldier Supers are still, what, 3-4 quid each? So now you can just get common Allure of Darknesses out of the structure deck, which is really, really nice. Dark Eruption, that got reprinted so many fucking times. Mercy Provisions, bit of a weird one, but I suppose it's because we're running we got so many spells, but obviously you don't need this. DD, what's that? Reroll, I don't know what this does. Dark Contract, you control can be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Banish this card from your graveyard. Target 3 of your banished DD cards. Shuffle them into the deck. That's kind of shit. DD Recruits, what's this do? If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, target any number of DD monsters and or Dark Contract cards in your graveyard up to the difference. Add those cards to your hand. You can only activate DD. And that's okay, but you don't want to be in a position where your opponent's got more shit than you. Plus it's trap. I mean, if that was a spell, that would be really good, but being a trap is kind of shit. Human Resources, I think we already have this. Shuffle 3 cards into the deck in combination of DD, hand, field, graveyard, and or DD cards in your pendulum zone. Add 2 Ds. Yeah, we already got that. Dark Contract with the Witch, you need that. Dark Contract with Errors, you might want to side this just in case, you know, trap decks. It's alright. I mean, it's just a Royal Decree, really. Searchable. If you control DD monsters, you can negate all trap card effects on the field other than this card for the rest of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. And then in standby phase, check 1,000. Contract Laundering, I know that one's kind of shit. What's this? Sinister Yoshihiro. Each turn when a level 5 or higher fiend type monster you normal summon can be summoned without tributing. Oh, that's interesting. If exactly one normal summon does set level 5 or higher fiend type monster and no other cards will be destroyed, send this card to the graveyard instead. So that allows you to summon out things like Ragnarok and stuff in a normal summon. That ain't too bad, actually. Obviously, you don't really want to run it because it's a trap and it's slow, but you know, if you want to just normal summon King Ragnarok out your hand, that's a good way to go about it. Then we got this sort of Call the Haunted, if you like, from the Banish Zone. Hope for Escape, that's kind of shit. That's my phone. And then we got Wave King Caesar, which is alright, but I don't see you really making rank 4s in the deck. So yeah, that's the DD structure deck. I know this is a bit of a weird and possibly a bit shit opening. Obviously I'm not going to open the other two because obviously you can see exactly what's in all three. But if I just sort of point out the cards that you're going to need from this, so I would say that you would need the Beowulf. You kind of sort of need all those. It's kind of up to you. You can run it. It's alright. Although I'm not a massive fan. You need Lamia. You need Siegfried. So basically your hollow shit. What you need to play DDs that you can just grab out the structure deck that you don't need to go and pick up. Well, obviously you need the Copernicus, that's a new card as well. So where is it? Because you get a few cards that you can use. Obviously, you get your Kefler in your DD structure deck as well. You need 3 of him. You need to run 3 Ragnarok, so you get that in the structure deck. I mean, you can run Allure of Darkness if you want to. I mean, I am, because I'm not running Desires. I'm not spending £150 on Desires. You need 1 for 1 to get your Kefler out the deck. You can run Foolish Burial. I'm sort of to and fro on the card. Obviously, you need your contract. What's that called? Dark Contract with the Swamp King. You can run 1 to 2 of that. 2 is, I don't know. Like I'm still undecided between 1 and 2. You need to run 3 of this. Dark Contract with the Gate. It's very, 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 very good. Then you need. Well, some people I've seen, like Glasgow IGO friends, Duncan's been running like Armageddon Night. I'm not so sure on that myself, but we'll see what happens in the next 3 weeks. And I do believe that is it. So, in total, you need to get yourselves the 3 Dark Contracts with the Gate. You need to get yourself 2 the Dark Contract with the Swamp Kings. Your 3 Keflers, your 3 Armageddons, your 3, what are they called? What the fuck is this guy called again? Copernicus. You need 3 Copernicus, 1 Beowulf, 1 Siegfried, 1 Orthos. You really don't need more than 1 Orthos if you're running Orthos at all. So, yeah, guys, that's the thing. Oh, almost forgotten. You may want to run 1 Dark Contract with the Witch, and possibly, when I can find it, where's it gone? Side deck Dark Contract with Eris, because it's a Roll Decree, searchable. But yeah, so these are the sort of cards that you want out of the deck, and then you have to go and source the other cards. Like, you need Necro Slimes and Spell Slimes. They came out in the Mega Tins. They also come out in Dimension of Chaos. Need DD Salvant Thomas. DD Salvant Thomas, which is a rare at the Shining Darkness. That's a really odd set. The Dark Illusion, rather. You can run trade-in like I am, because I'm not running Desires, because I'm not spending £150. You may call me a bad player, but, like, you know, £150 from 3 bits of cardboard, that's a bit rich. But, yeah, like, I'm just trying to think what else you need in the deck. Obviously some staple cards, like possibly like Twin Twisters, maybe. Raigeki, Dark Hole, possibly. Well, not both, but one or the other. Because obviously we're going into Zoo format soon, and that completely obliterates Zoo, because obviously they make the big board, and then you just nuke it, and they don't float, and then you proceed to just go into your big guys and just go smush. So, yeah, that's all. I'll catch you guys later in my DDD deck profile. So until then, this is NeoNexudus, signing out. Peace!